Have you ever wondered why some people find it hard to engage in social situations or even avoid them entirely? In the world we live in today, there's a common misconception that these individuals are simply shy or introverted. However, what we're often overlooking is a significant mental health condition known as social anxiety. It's not just about a preference for solitude or a struggle to break the ice at parties. It's a complex psychological issue that affects millions of people worldwide each day, in every walk of life. Social anxiety can create an unseen struggle, an internal battle that can make the simplest social interactions feel like monumental tasks. It can hinder relationships, job prospects, and drastically affect a person's overall quality of life. So, when we talk about social anxiety, it's not just about being shy or introverted. It's a far more complex issue that affects a person's overall quality of life. But what exactly is social anxiety and how does it work, you may ask? Well, let's dive right into it. Social anxiety, also known as social phobia, is a complex condition that goes beyond the typical nervousness before a presentation or a date. It's a persistent fear of social situations, often driven by the worry of being judged, embarrassed, or scrutinized by others. But what happens in the brain when someone experiences social anxiety? Here's the science behind it. The amygdala, a part of the brain that controls our emotional responses, goes into overdrive. It sends out signals that trigger the fight or flight response, a physiological reaction that occurs when we perceive a threatening situation. This response leads to various physical symptoms such as a rapid heart rate, trembling, sweating, and even stomach discomfort. It's the body's way of preparing to either confront or flee from the perceived danger. But in the case of social anxiety, there's no actual physical threat. The danger is perceived and often amplified by our own thoughts and fears. Many individuals with social anxiety tend to avoid social situations altogether to prevent these uncomfortable responses. But this avoidance can lead to feelings of isolation and can even affect their daily life and overall well-being. It's clear that social anxiety is more than just a fear of social situations. It's a complex interplay of psychological and physiological responses that can be incredibly distressing for the individual experiencing them. But the good news is, social anxiety is not a life sentence. There are ways to manage and overcome it. You see, one of the most effective ways to combat social anxiety is through cognitive behavioral therapy. This strategy allows you to identify and challenge the negative thought patterns that fuel your anxiety. Another method is medication. Certain types of medication, such as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, can help manage the physical symptoms of social anxiety. However, medication is not a cure-all and should be used in conjunction with other treatments. But one of the most critical aspects of overcoming social anxiety is self-care. This includes regular exercise, a healthy diet, and plenty of sleep. Also, consider mindfulness techniques such as meditation or yoga. These methods can help you stay present and focused, reducing feelings of anxiety. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in this fight against social anxiety. There are numerous resources and support systems available to help you navigate this journey. So, what have we learned today about social anxiety? We've unpacked the hidden struggle, delving into the mechanics of social anxiety and how it can profoundly impact an individual's life. We've also explored ways to manage and overcome it, highlighting that it's not an insurmountable hurdle. Remember, each journey begins with a single step. Understanding social anxiety is the first step towards managing it. So, let's take that step together. Thank you for joining us on this journey to better understand social anxiety.